Schluss, best of 7, Halbfinale der Herren.
Quite some time. He was the World Cadet Champion back in one in 2010 in Kuwait. Allocated the first batch of places. Those two places went to Wang Hao and Zhang Yika. So, certainly not out of the running. Good angle from Zhu. That's a great backhand block from the table, as we'll see here on the replay. Pushes the ball long. Doesn't panic.
6-4.
Gambled. He'd already committed himself to go round the backhand to play the forehand, the towel every point or every other point, which got quite frustrating for the crowd. And then the topspin behind the serve out on with his two serves to come. There we saw that reverse backhand topspin. First game goes off the end of the table, 2 points each. Good. He shadow plays what he should have done. He should have played over the table. He thought it was coming long. It didn't. But that's a superb backhand return of service. Again, the service was short to the forehand. But we'll see here on the replay how Marlon comes across the table to return with his backhand from the forehand side. And there we see excellent use of the wrist. Suzin would have been better to play the forehand topspin. Instead, he came across to return with the backhand, thinking the service was short. This time the short return, and then the short push, and then the forehand topspin down the line into the body. In fact, it hit the body of Marlon before he was able to get out of the way to play the forehand. There we see it, straight off his chest. Best flickers of the ball, simply because he comes in with an open racket angle and at the last minute changes the angle. Very difficult to anticipate whether he's going to push or whether he's going to flick. And again, even though that wasn't a return of service, it was the same technique. You'll see him here come in for the short ball, racket's open, and then it closes, and he the reverse backhand technique leads 9-3. Powerful Bundesliga season, so no rest, so he has to plan very carefully. Late in November, they've supported a lot of the big events this year on the circuit, and they'll be playing in come the Olympic Games in July 2012. China on the men's side. Timo Boll possibly in there with a chance. Yun Mizutani has played very well at certain parts of the season, but have to say the Chinese have took on the women's side. A couple of players from Singapore, a couple of players from Japan. Interesting backhand shot during that rally from Zhu Xin. We'll just have a look at that again. There we go. 5 game points for Marlin. There's the flick. Marlin. That's great tactical play from Marlin. That's a great serve from Zhu Xin. Business end of the 5th game. 7-9. Marlon with his 2 serves. What a rally. Zhu Xin can't help but grin to himself. I think on one occasion the ball didn't go over the net, it went round the net. Let's have a look again. Superb table tennis here by both players. You know, it did go over the net, but only just. Superb play. Top spin, side spin. And timeouts. He's serving with a match point. There it is. The game point Zhou at the China Harmony event. Zhu Xin to serve at the start of the 6th game. Point adrift. That's a great, using the red side of the racket. All the Chinese penal grip players, Marlin, Wang Hao, Zhu Xin. On that occasion, it meant going down the line. What a good backhand. Almost block it back, but... Oh, what a return serve. Playing the backhand from the forehand side. Here we see him stepping across. Look at the use of the wrist there as he comes around and through the ball. Now with his 2 serves to come. Looks like we're having a little bit of showboating at the end of this semi-final. A little bit of exhibition stuff. How high can we hit it? And there it is. Marlon takes the 7th game, 11-4. And it's Marlon, the number 2 ranked player in the world, who wins this semi-final by 4 games to 3.